Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Dude, I'm gonna mark my mic.
Why would you mark so you know which one you farted in? You're so gross.
I don't fart or burp into my
Oh
mic.
my god. Everyone, that was Mac farting into the mic like
No.
a monster.
It was absolutely not.
Why does it smell like that?
Dude, does it smell bad?
Because we ate the unicorn macaroni and cheese. Now we're all fucked up.
That was the only mac and cheese left on the store.
It's so funny that everyone bought everything but unicorn mac and
It
cheese.
was still pretty good.
It was all right.
The welcome to Cowboy Boys episode. What is this? 35?
Sure.
I think. Let me count real quick. Stop making your bodily. No, this is episode 36.
Cool.
I'm gonna cut out everything at the
No,
beginning. So
no.
You don't edit these.
Hey everyone, if you're listening and there's something cut out, I mean, if it just doesn't make sense, that's Mac. That's Mac cutting. He cuts things out all the time because he's a scared baby.
I don't cut stuff out all the time.
And he's like, oh, I want to call people out and just do whatever. And then we
I've
say
never-
and do things, and he's like, I gotta edit it.
I've never cut out anything I've said. I've only cut out crazy things you said. When our schizophrenic listeners are like emailing us and attacking our, like, trying to track down our address, and you're like, come and get us. And I'm like, maybe we should not egg them on.
Do you remember when the police got mad at me because that guy threatened to kill me, and I wrote him on Facebook and was like, this is where I'll be. Come kill me, motherfucker.
I don't remember that.
I
But
did.
you got to be more specific.
The dude in Montana said he was going to come shoot me at the show, and I publicly replied and was like, show starts at 8 p.m. The stage isn't big. Good luck.
Yeah.
The police were like, you can't invite him to murder you. Anyway, they arrested him. It was fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So your plan worked.
He came to the show to shoot me with a gun.
Did he have a gun?
Yeah.
What is it?
Straight up.
I think he probably came with a gun. He was always carrying a gun, but depending on how you did at the show would have determined whether or not he used it.
I think he was going to scare me. I don't think he was actually going to kill me. But I mean, I could be wrong. Fuck, people are wrong all the time.
What if, like, you did really well and he's like, you know what? I was going to kill you, but your comedy turned me.
I would like to, you know what?
Or what if it was an off night and he's like, no, fuck this guy.
In my heart of hearts, I'd like to believe someone has come to my shows and been like, he's dying tonight. And then I was so good, they were like, he gets one more. And they just let me go.
How are my levels?
Yeah, they're fine.
Are they fine?
No, they really are.
Okay,
we're
because
good
last episode I had to send my audio to a supercomputer to.
It's not my fault
you-
you talk like a grandma, like an abuela.
I talk the same every episode,
Yeah, like
and
an
you had
abuela.
turned me all the way down.
No, I have to
trying
turn you extra up.
I
'Cause
know
you're not as loud and as Jewish as I am.
So you had to turn me. Well, you got to be quieter because our neighbor.
No, it's
You woke up our neighbor with your laughter at 3 a.m.
It's true, I did. What were we watching? We were watching videos.
Oh, I think we were watching more just Superhuman. And
I'm just laughing at like maybe disabled people doing wrestling moves on each other, just cackling at 3 a.m. And our neighbor, she knocked on the door. And by the way, we were saying some pretty horrific shit, I remember, because she specifically said, she goes, I'm so sorry, I have to work in the morning. And then before she turned around to walk away, and then she turned back around and she goes, I can hear everything you say. And I was like, oh
man.
The private conversations we have that aren't even, if you guys think what we say here is the baby frolics.
Wait till you get to our
clown.
Patreon.
Yeah.
She has free Patreon access already.
Dude, she does.
She's heard everything.
You know that show Love is Blind?
Yes.
Where they like fall in love across a wall.
Oh yeah.
That's New York, except for
Hate
our
is
neighbors.
blind.
Yeah, they're just like
She has
hate is blind.
She has a blind rage.
She's just hearing us discuss like Just wild.
We should get her on the podcast.
just listening to us. What did you go? You showed me the Gratata guy, Brian Silva. You were like, hey, look at this. And you just showed me of him getting a blowjob. But there was no joke. Like, we didn't laugh. We just literally watched a 10-minute blowjob scene, and you were like, that was him. I was like, okay.
I was laughing.
You were not laughing. Everyone, just so you know, Mac is intently watching him get this blowjob.
What is this?
Like,
what is
the
this?
Fuck?
I like that you're trying to gaslight me into thinking that I'm gay now that quarantine.
Dude, what? Is it gaslighting if you actually were like, hey, look at this silly guy getting top from another guy?
You have to know the context of him because he was so adamantly not gay.
It was very funny.
I
agree with you that
I like
it's
that you're
funny.
trying to draw parallels between me and Brian Silva. I see.
Do you see what happened?
I
How
see.
you just said it, and then you were gonna say how
No,
you're not gay?
I'm calling you out.
No
I see
way.
what you're doing.
I'm
You're trying to play 3D chess with me, and I'm playing 4D chess.
No way. I'm playing 5D chess.
Anyway,
You know what? No, you're right. You're playing 100D chess, and D stands for dicks.
King me.
You're fucking out here, dude.
Oh, wait, that's checkers.
I'm gonna find a video of you. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna find a video of you getting top for sure.
There's videos out there of me getting top,
Yeah.
not by a dude.
Okay.
If you can.
What about a girl who looks like a boy, and boys are technically dudes?
a girl that looks like a boy,
Mm-hmm.
which I have dated before.
I've also dated. Here, listen. The reality is nothing is hotter, and we've said this before. I think we've said it before. Maybe we were just saying it privately. Nothing is hotter than a girl who looks like a boy that looks like a chick.
Yes.
It's so hot. That's my favorite look.
Like when Emma Watson shaves her head.
Oh, yeah. Either go mega femme, like hardcore, like Babs Bunny. You're just like
Babs Bunny.
You're so feminine that even though you're a rabbit, my 9-year-old brain is like, hey, fuck that rabbit. or you have to look like a boy that looks like a girl that kind of looks like a chick.
You're the bisexual one. Why are you?
I don't know.
Do you think it was Lola Rabbit that like helped turn you?
No,
What
that
do you-
doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I don't know what the 2D animation world has done and corrupted a generation of. I stayed away from all that. The only thing I was exposed to was Bugs Bunny kissing Elmer Fudd.
What?
As a joke.
But Bugs was the original. He was a cross-dresser.
Is he the original bi icon?
Yeah, he is. Bugs Bunny for sure.
You know what? I'm not gonna let my kids ever have a TV.
You think TV turned me gay?
I don't know. Wait, are you gay or bi?
Well, no.
See,
but I'm just
you don't
saying
even know.
There's a gay part of it.
Quarantine is
Half gay.
just running a wreck, messing up our identities.
You know what would be so fun? It's just to pretend like we're in prison and go.
Oh, yeah? And then
no,
just fuck
no,
prison.
No, that's not what I was gonna
It's
say.
not gay for the stay.
I just pretend like it's in prison. What if you just let me fuck you? No, Mac. Firstly, I could do better even in our own apartment.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is go involve our neighbors in like drama with us. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna fight the guy in 3R or whatever. And
Oh,
they're
I thought you were gonna bring in our neighbor and be like, "You've heard all of our arguments. Who's right?"
Oh, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Or if you're just like, I'm gonna fight the guy in 3R, and they're like, isn't that where you live? And I'm just like, yeah, do you have my back? Or like, what? We got to stick together. They're like, who? And I was like, you're Jewish, right? There's no Jewish gangs in prison, though.
Why not? Is that because
There's not enough of us in prison.
I was gonna
We make up 1% of the world's population.
is being Jewish in prison a bad time because of all the Aryan Brotherhood?
It's never a good time to be Jewish in prison. It's not even good to be Jewish in prison in Israel.
Oh yeah.
I mean, probably not,
It's-
because you're in prison.
I mean, I guess it's not a good time to be in prison in general, but I'm saying, sorry, I just got distracted. I scrolled down and we got our first 3-star review.
Oh, what did it say?
It's very topic. It's very on topic. It got 3 stars. Enjoyable if you are uncomfortably bi. It's a decent podcast to listen to if you want to hear two awkwardly closeted bisexual men talk about ejaculation and being suicidal.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It's a good review, except for the 3 stars.
That's pretty accurate. Except I'm straight.
Okay, sure.
I guess she said, you're openly bisexual.
Dude, here's the thing is so many people infer so many things about us, and then they're like, a lot of them are just confirmed. Like, if you knew, you would just know, but
Yeah.
you don't, so.
I don't know why that's 3 stars. Thank you for the review,
Because
Miss Mariah.
We're only 3 stars worth to her.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take it. 3 stars. Thank you.
Dude, listen,
review.
anything's better than nothing. I'm fine. You know what? Is she listening? Is 3 stars worth a listen? Wonder what her 5-star podcast is.
I mean, she has to listen. She listened to a bunch of episodes to...
She had to listen to one episode to come to that conclusion. Literally any episode, and you'd be like, "Oh, they're gay and they want to kill themselves." It's like pretty good.
If you are also in the 2020 coronavirus quarantine right now, you have no excuse to not leave us a review.
True.
You got all the time in the world.
Get on that phone, click on that podcast app, and give us more than 3 stars. Who was that, Mariah?
I'll take 3 stars.
Son of a bitch.
3 stars. 3 stars feels like a real review. I think you got to pepper in a few 3-star reviews so they don't think you're like botting.
True. Well, also, once you start getting reviews that are like, people who aren't just like, this is great, you know that you're getting people listening to you who aren't
normal people.
Yeah.
Normal people are coming across us because we've still held on to that like top 10 spot on the iTunes charts,
clinging,
where we're just on the edge. You can barely see us. But thank you, Mariah.
Dude, you know what? No, you can thank Mariah. I like our insane people who listen to us that are like 5 stars. Jizz and suicide. This is my shit right here.
That's who it's for. We have to have a wider base. We're going to get bad reviews.
Wider base. You have the wider base. I have the skinnier, longer base. We've discussed it.
All right.
I'm just staying on topic, man.
Yeah, we don't have topics other than the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
We're all under quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
They shut down New York City.
I mean, did you see that they thought dogs can get it again? The first dogs couldn't get it, and now dogs can get it.
I bet they can get it, but it doesn't affect them as much.
Yeah,
but they could be carriers.
Oh,
like if you cough on a dog, and then it'll get in its fur, and then you pet a dog. Don't pet any dogs.
Well, apparently, people in the government in China was like, "Hey, don't let your dog kiss your face."
That's good advice, anyways.
Yeah. People, I've never been like a person. You know, when people are like literally tongue kissing their dog, you're like, dude, you gotta stop. That's a little too much. Maybe letting your dog lick your face a tiny bit, but when people are just like into it, you're like, oh my god, it's so gross. I don't like it.
It's not that gross.
It just weirds me out when people are like puckering up their lips and letting their dog lick their lips over and over again.
Yeah, but dogs' mouths are cleaner than ours.
That's
why they don't get sick. They get corona, but they don't. It dies inside the dog.
Oh no! That's not how disease
works. I think if we talked about how our trailer, we're good, guys. We're not sick. Yet
that we know of.
We have to thank our trailer park immune system.
It's so true.
I remember being a kid in elementary school, and there was a puddle full of candy, and someone was like, "Oh, look at all that candy going to waste." I was like in the 4th grade. I'm like, "It's not to waste," and I grabbed a bunch of it and started eating it.
Oh my god!
And so I look back and I'm like, I'm gonna live.
When I was poor, we used to go to Denny's, and we would order like diet soda and sit and talk at Denny's. And some people order coffee or whatever, but it's just like $3 and you get infinite soda, and you'd hang out for like 9 hours. So we'd go at night, and people would eat their food, and then we'd get up to leave, and before the waitress could grab like their half-eaten pancakes or whatever, we would grab them and eat them. And I ate, I want to say hundreds of unfinished meals.
Nice.
Hundreds of unfinished meals. Never once do I feel like I got sick or food poisoning or anything. dude, literally half-eaten sandwiches, hundreds of half-eaten sacks of pancakes.
Do you know that babies, when they're born cesarean, they have slightly weaker immune systems?
Dude, and I just fucking rolled out of my mom's pussy.
Do you know what boosts your immune system? When your mom shits you out and also shits all over you, because that happens. Her whole like pussy and asshole just gets blown out.
Dude.
And so if you get your mom's poop on you when you're born, you'll have a head start on life.
That's so crazy. How heavy metal is it that ladies just blast people out of their pussies? It's so nuts.
So if
Would you watch your wife give birth? Are you
Oh,
one of those
absolutely.
guys? Or are you up top with her? Are you like at the top part? Or are you down
Wait,
with
are
the
you
doctor
saying-
looking?
What do you mean up top? Oh, you mean by her
Yeah,
side? I was thinking
yeah.
I was imagining like 69ing her, while,
No,
so I could get a good view, a good view of the
69-year-old
baby coming out.
Jesus Christ! Can you imagine just your 69?
I'm not like naked. It's not.
Oh, in
I just
my
want.
mind,
I just
you're
want that.
trying to get head.
I mean, that'd be a good
As
time.
You're looking down into her pussy while she's crowning.
Her mouth's still good.
The nurse is like, "Should we do something?" And the doctor's like, "Shh, I think he's got this."
No, I would absolutely. It's one of those things. You only get one chance to see it.
Fuck that, dude.
You don't want to see it?
No, I don't. And I'm a hold her hand, sit up with her forehead to forehead, like I'm with you. You got this, guy. I would never, ever, ever, for any reason, want to look at that.
If anything, I want to catch the baby.
You just want her to fucking give it a bunt. Because that's how they come out.
Yeah.
They don't come out home Babe Ruth style. They
No,
come
no.
out fucking Mike Piazza, like he's gonna strategize it.
They pop out.
Yeah, it's not
It's
good.
slow, and then it's all at once.
Oh, I've seen it happen.
And so I'm gonna push the doctor aside and be like, I know more than you. I've been around this parts way more.
Oh my god.
I know what she can take.
Yeah, dude, I'm not a look at it guy.
People used to deliver their babies all the time by
Yeah,
themselves.
Of course.
We've been doing it for tens of thousands of years.
You
I
also
know more than
that
a
the
doctor.
infant and mother fatality rate was like extraordinarily high until recently.
If he dies, he dies.
Damn.
No, she's gonna be fine because the doctors are all there. I just want to be the guy catching the baby.
Dude, fuck that.
I gotta touch it. That's another thing. When babies are born, they want you to. They do skin to skin with the mother, so to like get more of her germs onto the baby to boost its immune system.
And so you want some of your germs on
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna be bare chested when I
in the hospital room, just bare chest.
in the hospital, and so I'm gonna catch the baby, rub all of it on my chest, and then give it to my wife. That baby is gonna be a super baby.
Assert dominance immediately.
Yeah. I'll let the doctor touch it too. More get some of his germs. I want everyone to touch my newborn.
Jesus. Yeah, dude, I'm not down with that. Did you see the video of the dude watching his wife give birth and he passes out?
I've seen a few of those.
And everyone was like, "Oh, pussy, fucking
No.
baby."
Yeah.
And I was always, I watched it, I was like, dude, everyone whose take was like, this guy's a fucking weakling, watching his wife give birth and he passes out. It's like, yeah, fuck him for loving her so much that watching her go through something traumatic made him faint, you fucking dumbasses.
That's also something you can't control.
Yeah, but also like the fact that he had enough empathy for his wife that he's watching this woman he cares about give birth to their child and it fucking made him pass out is an indicator that he's invested in her and the well-being of her body.
I like that you think it's empathy. It could be anything.
Well,
we don't
no,
know.
It could be. I mean, listen, he could be a bitch for all I know.
He
but
could
I'm
have
just
not eaten
saying
breakfast.
The take of just like
Yeah.
seeing a guy pass out while his wife gives birth and then being mad at him or thinking he's a loser is like, damn, dude. You know, a lot of guys don't even show up for that part.
Really? They're just in the waiting room?
Yeah, or they're not there at all.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this. You can just dump inside of a chick and then leave.
I did know that, but I would never do that.
I mean, it's harder now with social media, but people used to do it all the time.
Move one town over.
Move one town over.
That's the before the internet. That's all you had to go. Maybe 2 towns. If
You could never get away with it because you would see a baby with a fucking head 4 sizes too big, and you'd be like, "Uh-oh, I gotta get out of here." Some potato-brained baby with a. So.
Oh man, it must suck giving birth right now when all the hospitals are
a good friend of mine is pregnant, and I think about it a lot. It gives me anxiety. I have to like chill out and not think about it.
Now is the time for a home birth.
Well, she's gonna give birth in July, so let's hope things are cool by then.
As long as you don't have any complications.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
So do a home birth.
No,
Birth-
never do that.
Do it in the. Do you ever see the some people birth into like a tub
Yes.
full of water? Supposedly it's less traumatic. I think it would be less traumatic.
I don't know. Probably.
If you're a baby, you're inside of a womb for 9 months. Imagine being in a jacuzzi for 9 months and then getting shat out into a cold hospital room.
Well, but then by that logic, you're just getting shat out into the jacuzzi. So now you have the feeling of leaving a pussy and then leaving a jacuzzi. Two ungood things. You never feel good when you get out of the jacuzzi. You're
No, I'm
always like,
saying-
oh, it's too cold.
I'm saying in the bath birth, you're still in. They still hold you in the water for a little bit, so it's
No, they pull you out to check on you.
not the videos I've seen.
Oh no. That home birth stuff fucking gives me so much anxiety, and I know totally it's doable. And of course, listen, I'm not a woman. I don't have a woman's
Also-
body. I have no say over what anyone fucking does. I'll tell you this though: infant fatality and mother fatalities were like incredibly high before the advent of modern medicine. And the woman who was the leader of the advocate for home birth died during home birth in
Yeah.
Australia.
That happens.
Yeah. So it was like, she's just like, they're perfectly safe. Everyone should do them. Hospitals are ripping you off. And then she died during birth. It was like, well, there's that. There's
Okay.
that for y'all.
Okay. Why don't you wear condoms 100% of the time? It's safer.
You should. You should.
But we don't.
Oh, God, I know.
That's just life. Also, when I home deliver my first baby in my cabin in the woods, I'm gonna have the dog lick the baby for more immunities.
Oh, man. Did you hear Rand Paul has coronavirus? That's pretty cool.
Did you hear Ron Paul was saying it was a hoax?
God damn it, Ron.
Ron Paul is I love him, but he's a little too woke sometimes.
He fell off the wagon. He was
Yeah.
pretty reasonable for a while there, and then he just, I guess age got him. He went the way of Biden, but he pieced out.
No, that happens to every libertarian. You start
Oh,
believing
yeah.
your own what you're saying a little too
They
much.
get lost in the sauce.
You build a cabin in the woods. You start mailing bombs to federal buildings.
You try to pass legislation that lets literally anyone who's physically able drive a vehicle without a license.
I don't think did he submit legislation like that.
No, but
I think his whole thing was ending the federal government, which
dude, such a bad idea.
right now the federal government's just printing money and giving it out to corporations.
Which is annoying.
It is, but
They're voting on Monday, and the Republican Party, or Mitch McConnell specifically, as far as I know, has like snuck in a ton of like tax breaks and $1 trillion this and $1 billion that for all these weird random corporations. And then he's also like not expanded on food stamps, not expanded on Medicare, not expanded on all these other social programs that we need more than fucking ever.
No, we don't need
meanwhile,
them
he's
because the economy is going to collapse and
Dude.
money won't exist in 6 months.
It's very annoying. I want to publicly say that I don't condone it and I would never do it. But if hypothetically someone, how I want to word this. If someone wrote a book where they were killing politicians, that'd be a crazy book that I would read. I would drive to read that book. You know what I'm saying? I would drive somewhere to read that book, everybody.
Why don't you write that book?
Well, no. I don't want to be the author. I will contribute to writing that book. I would drive somewhere to contribute to write that book. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Why are you winking so much?
I'm not. I'm just. We're talking about books, hypothetical books that aren't real.
Once we... Do you think Joe Biden's dead?
Yeah. God, I hope so. It would be funny, wouldn't it? Like, I mean, let's just say in podcast land, it's funny. The reality is that he's a man with a family and blah, blah, blah. but also he's kind of a fucking in the way of making things better in the world right now.
I don't think he knows.
Dude, he doesn't know where he is.
That's why
ever.
it's not. That's why it's not sad if he's dead. He's free.
Dude, what was that thing? He was just telling a story. He was at a speech, and he's like, "I'm gonna tell you all about Cornflake,
Cornpop.
Cornpop."
And
Yeah.
he rambles. He Abe Simpsons his way through like a meandering 6-minute story about like almost like he was a lifeguard and
What
he got
race do you think Cornpop
no
is?
Cornpop is black.
Oh, god damn it!
No, and that's
Are you
that's the
serious?
point of the story. He's like at an all
No.
black pool and he's talking about how he was a lifeguard and back in like the 60s or whatever.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Cornpop and his gang of ruffians
Like,
like
you know, by the way, I love that they're like children's street ruffians, like
Yeah.
not like real gang members. Did he use the word ruffian?
no, that's the word I used.
Okay.
But yeah, he talks about how I literally think Joe Biden was a lifeguard and Cornpop was like splashing people and doing normal pool shenanigans, running a little bit too much, diving into the shallow end, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And Joe Biden's like, hey, he calls him. Oh, what does he call him? He calls him like a Nancy boy or like some weird 60s.
Yeah.
60s
And then-
term for like gay or fag.
And
He's
then-
like, man, you're a little light in the loafers there, you Cornpop. And so
Jesus.
Cornpop confronts him in like the locker room with a straight razor. According to Joe Biden,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
cut him up and beat him up.
Honestly, good for Cornpop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, get in there,
This
man.
is the 60s. If a white lifeguard is trying to assert dominance at your pool, get him, cut him up. he might become too empowered and
Dude.
be a bad vice president.
As a person who's always getting yelled at by lifeguards, even in my adult life,
Yeah.
I'm fucking anti-lifeguard, dude. Fuck the man.
That's why you're not. Fuck Joe Biden.
And fuck the police and fuck lifeguards. Joe Biden is a cop.
Yeah, so anyways, the story ends. Yeah, just if you want to watch this video, Joe Biden Cornpop, you
It's
pull it up.
so insane, dude.
The story ends with him. He's like in the locker room, about to get sliced up, and he's like, "Hey, I apologize for calling you like like I wonder what he called him.
Yeah, well, he apologizes,
He
though. That's
calls
the
him
end
for-
of the story.
Apologizes for calling him a homo, and then Cornpop's like, you know what? I accept your apology. I'm not going to kill you now. And
Dude.
that's the story. And all the kids at the pool are like watching Joe Biden because Joe Biden's like on a diving board giving this speech or something.
Oh my
And everyone's just kind of like, cool story, Grandpa.
Dude, what? By the way, how old is Cornpop?
Probably the same age.
Dude, but the way he tells the story, you kind of don't know. I'm like, it'd be so funny if Joe Biden is like this 19-year-old lifeguard and the kid is just like
Yeah,
12 years old with a razor blade. Like, I'm going to fucking cut you, Joe.
He calls him Esther.
Esther
Yeah.
instead of his name,
Yeah.
which
so
is
like,
what? Cornpop?
Yeah, Cornpop, his pool name. Cornpop.
That's a gang that controls the pool.
That's like when your boss calls you like Nancy or something.
That's so fucking
Damn, got him,
stupid.
Joe Biden.
Dude, I actually have a pool nickname.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. Yeah.
What's your pool nickname?
Well, so we used to go to this pool in Cedar City, Utah. It's a tiny town in Utah, and me and my friends would go. They had a water slide, and it was one of those ones where you like ride down on a blue mat.
You and water slides,
Dude, I fucking love water slides. They're
The
one
water-
of
the
the
wa-
perfect joys of my life.
the water slide police.
Dude, they hate me.
You are on the FBI's most wanted water slide bandits.
Dude, I've done so many crimes. I've fallen out of the water slides at raging waters. Like, I've gone crazy. So anyway, we used to do stuff where like you would jump together or whatever and break the rules, and the lifeguards are like 16. They can't stop you when you're a grown
Yeah, they're
person.
hall monitors.
Yeah. So they would get mad at us, but they would always yell at us like, "You can't do that." We'd be like, "All right," and we would break the rules again.
They're hall monitors who literally save people's lives sometimes.
Sometimes. So one of my friends, Andrew, he has this tattoo on his back that said Wolverine. And one of the lifeguards one time, they didn't know what to call us. So we just call us like tattoo guy, big guy, whatever. And they called him Wolverine. Hey, Wolverine, don't do
Yeah.
that. And all of us were like, whoa, that was cool as fuck. They
Okay.
called you Wolverine
because of your lower back.
because of your
tattoo.
lower back tattoo. Because he had like the comic book font.
Yeah.
And so
The
after that,
X-Men.
all of
font.
us went and we got our X-Men on our lower backs. So I'm Magneto.
That's
He's
a good
my
one.
favorite. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so now When I
Wait.
go, I have a pool name. You don't. When I'm at the pool, you don't call me Shayne. You call me Magneto.
Magneto.
Yeah, I'm Magneto at the pool, dude. Once we went to the pool, and Andrew brought his like actual claws, and then I was throwing full soda cans at him, and he was trying to cut them out of the air with the claws. And the lifeguards are like, I know you're not fucking slicing full sodas with claws
Like, those
at
are-
the pool.
those are
They
like-
were knife claws.
Like Mall Ninja knife claws
No,
at the
they were
pool.
movie replica, like for real
Were they sharp?
steel. Yes, he was cutting the cans open.
Yeah, movie replica, Mall Ninja. don't try and defend it.
They were cool as fuck.
This is a movie replica.
It's just my
it is
power's
not-
metal, so I'm throwing cans. And
wait.
Andrew's cutting them out of the sky, blowing up orange soda, and the lifeguards were like, I know you don't have a fucking knife weapon that you're cutting soda.
Dude, that could have been the Cornpop of. That guy might become a politician someday.
And we're like,
And then Magneto showed up, and Wolverine had his claws out, and I told those two sissy boys that they need to cut that out, and
then one of them was like, I am kind of gay.
and then I apologized and never saw him again.
Holy shit.
Yeah, lower back tattoos should no longer be called tramp stamps. We should refer to them as your pool name.
Pool name.
your pool name.
There's a lot of butterfly ladies out there.
Butterfly.
Butterfly and then bow tie. I know a lot of girls with a bow tie tattoo.
A bow tie.
I slept with a girl once that had handlebars tattooed on her back. She was
What
like
kind
a
of
motocross
handlebars?
chick.
Like
Motocross handlebars.
motocross handlebars.
yeah.
That's cool. Like to grab onto?
I mean, you can't grab onto them. And even when you grip like under.
Yeah, bad tattoo.
Yeah, it was
I-
it was a joke tattoo. for
It
sure.
makes sense, but
She was a good time.
it makes sense, but in practice,
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Although I will say, I did grip onto her back and go and like make the
that's
noise.
good. That's fun.
Yeah. Do you find it's easy to stay hard and do funny things while you're having sex?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. It's not a problem.
I'm actually turned off when you like throw a banging joke out and they don't laugh.
What's the funniest joke you've ever told while you were having sex?
Off the top of my head,
I mean, have you ever told a memorable joke while having sex?
it's not
or
like
are you just
memorable
being
jokes.
goofy?
I'm just being goofy.
Yeah.
I think it's always fun to like be like, what do you want to name our child? while
that's really
you're
good. Yeah, I like
inside
that. I like
inside of
that.
someone. ask really out of left field questions. It's always a good time. If you can't do that with the person you're having sex with, do not accidentally have a child with them. You shouldn't be having sex with someone you can't be that like open and close with.
Yeah, I guess. You know, a lot of people say don't have sex with anyone who you wouldn't see yourself having a baby with. I say don't have sex with anyone who hasn't explicitly agreed they would get an abortion if they accidentally got pregnant.
I think those are two sides of the same coin.
Cool.
You want to be able to trust that person.
Dude, trust is key, everybody. Trust is key.
Actually, the girl my perfect match would be like, all right, our first accident is an abortion, but after that, we're gonna keep it.
No.
I want her to be a little traditional.
A little. Half and half.
Yeah, because the first one you're never prepared for. The second one, you deserve that one.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know what bits have you brought down the house in bed with you.
Dude, I've laughed really hard. I mean, I think I've told this story before. Once I was fucking a girl, and I was like, "You're not sick, are you?" And she's like, "No." And then I was fucking her, and while I was fucking her, she goes, "Fuck me with the flu," and she was like, she was sick. And I was
That's
like, God damn it.
very problematic these days.
I know.
You
I was
cannot.
like, dude. She said out loud, "Fuck me with the flu," and I was laughing pretty hard. She was bummed.
Fuck me with the flu. That's some Michael Jordan. Game 6.
Yeah. Fuck me with the flu. She was riding me when she said it. I was like, what?
Sex
Okay.
is better when you're sick.
That girl was allergic to my cum, too.
What?
Yeah, she thought I gave her an STD. She's like, my pussy's burning. And I was like, that's not how it works. Like, oh my God, are you okay? She's
Maybe-
like, you blew out my pussy. And I was like, I've been known to do that.
Sounds
So-
like her pH levels were off.
Well, that's what it was.
Your
Like,
your acidic cum and her neutral pussy.
So anyway, she went and like had a bunch of tests ran, and it turned out she was allergic to jizz.
Your jizz or
yeah.
just acidic jizz?
I think acidic jizz or something. I don't know.
If you drank more milk, would it have been better? If you like had more Pepto-Bismol.
I have no idea how it worked. I was very young at the time, so I wasn't like. Now, if a girl was like, "I'm allergic," I'd be like, "Explain everything to me." But at the time, I was like, "So don't come in you," and she was like, "No." I was like, "All right, that's fine."
So, according to the World Health Organization, the average pH of semen should range between 7.2 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
This is just slightly basic burn, making the perfect protective environment for sperm. If your semen has pH below 7, acidic. Oh yeah, I forget the pH scale. Lower is acidic, and higher is basis.
Oh, okay.
When
do I get to come on something and it eats away its steel like an alien's blood? That's what I want.
What would you eat for that? A lot of hot sauce.
Oh, you have to eat something to create.
I remember there was a time when I was like working my like hot sauce muscles up in my mouth.
Fucking okay.
The girl I was with was just like, no, I cannot. This like it's getting worse.
Oh no!
And I was just like, oh yeah, it does affect the taste.
That's
everything
so
you eat.
I think that whatever diet soda does to my body makes my jizz taste good, because every person I've ever been with has been like, "Hey, you have nice jizz," and I was like, "Thank you."
Maybe they like what? Maybe they like the taste of Diet Coke. According to this, the vagina has a pH of 4.5. Vaginas are more acidic than our sperm.
Oh, that would explain the tangy zip.
Yeah. Our dicks are being plunged into an acidic environment.
Hell
just
yeah,
eating
dude.
away at us.
Dude, I'll do it anyway. I don't care.
Damn. Be careful, guys. Wear a condom. Don't put your dick into a.
Ladies' pussies are acid baths.
Yeah. Look at, and who says our podcast isn't educational?
Exactly. We're learning, dude. I feel like the podcast has helped us learn about the female body.
A lot about people keep calling this a history podcast, but I think it's more of an anatomy podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
What to do, what not to do.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm gonna learn about bones next.
What do you mean bones?
I don't know. Just like how they work. How many are in your body? 240 something?
Is that your official guess?
241.
I'm going to go with 242. Price is Right rules.
All right, let's see.
How many bones? Except when I got one inside of her.
Oh!
Nice. That's a good one to try on the girl you're inside of at the time. 206 bones.
Dude, I won. Fuck you. Hell yeah. I knew it was 200.
Wait, the humans... 270 bones at birth and decreases to 206 by adulthood.
How far away is the moon, Matt?
Wait, why do we lose 64 bones as we grow?
Because you can't get hard anymore.
What is that about?
That's one.
Where do they go?
Oh, wait, what? Say that again.
Oh, I guess do your teeth, your baby teeth count as bones? There's like 24 right there.
Yeah, but they're replaced with adult teeth, and you gain 4 more teeth sometimes.
No, I think those are there. If you ever look at a baby's skull, they have 2 sets of teeth.
It's so scary. I don't like it.
Your adult teeth are there, but growing.
Listen, I know. I don't want to think about it.
But I want to know.
Babies fuck me up, man.
I want to know
gross.
where the other, what other 40 some odd bones go. You think it's just like on average, people lose a hand, it gets cut off in a thresher?
Dude, I don't know.
So they're like, yeah, that brings the average amount of bones down.
People are just losing bones. Dude, I don't like thinking about that.
You don't like the thinking about your skeleton wandering around inside of you?
No, it's gross.
I love it.
Sloshing.
Your brain inside of your skeleton, surrounded by muscles in your body.
Dude, so small.
What?
My brain.
No, mine's huge. That's why I got this huge.
It's pressing up against the sides of your head. That's why you're the way you are.
That's why I'm a super genius.
Shit.
I can autistically read people's minds. But because of my autism, I can't detect their emotions.
Oh my god, it's too hot. I have to take my pants off during the podcast.
Do we need to pause it?
No, don't pause it. Just don't look.
What do you mean it's too hot? It's cold right now.
No, it's not.
Do we both have corona? Like, I'm shivering and you're...
Are you really?
No, but I feel cold.
I'm wearing a hoodie. You're not. So now I'm wearing no pants. I would rather go hoodie, no pants than pants, t-shirt. That's how I roll. Get the legs bare.
I agree with you. Like those guys in the middle of winter who wear cargo shorts.
Well, I'm not one of those guys, but...
It's because you have embarrassing calves. I do that sometimes.
What? I don't have embarrassing calves. I have great fucking calves.
Self-conscious of your calves.
Okay.
We already read the review.
Do we have emails?
We got a few emails.
What are they like?
We got a lot of dog pictures. All the nudes have
Transferred into dogs?
All the nudes have dropped off, and people are only sending us pictures of their dogs, which
God
we
damn it.
love.
Everyone has dogs, but you know what else? Everyone has genitals.
We can't like ogle your dogs.
I'm getting tired of beating off to your dogs. Like, there's some nice border collies in there, but come on.
Which I accept everything. I wish you would answer more emails. I've been holding the brunt of them. I've been answering like an email a day.
This was your project. I wanted you to report to me the emails so that because I'm very busy.
You don't
I've got
pay
a lot
me
of stuff
enough
going on. I don't pay you at all.
There you go.
Dude, I started Twitch streaming.
Oh yeah, if you are into Twitch, subscribe to
Do
Shayne.
you like video games and or me? Subscribe to my Twitch channel. It's at Shaydozer. Last time it was pretty good. We just played Call of Duty. I'm very bad. I wish I was good.
Everyone is streaming now.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing. But I'm not going on Instagram Live, so that's the.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But
You're competing with every other person going on Instagram
There's also
Live.
like every comedian we know is on Instagram Live, and they're literally like opening up the app, like, okay, so how does this work live on it? Just being like, hey, so you guys can see me, huh? And it's like, oh, this is fucking terrible.
I've seen some good ones.
Yeah? Describe them to me.
No.
Were they titties? I saw someone fucking on Instagram Live, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I showed you that.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to out you, but yes.
There's that. I think she's in Florida. She's like,
of course she is. Firstly, everyone knew already.
Okay, yeah. No.
There's
this. I think she's like a rapper or producer.
A mentally ill woman.
No.
Yes.
She is not.
Oh yeah, she's just naked cruising around in public, showing her butthole at Walmart on Instagram Live.
I was going to get to that. If you follow Lovely Peaches,
Jesus.
Which is wild because I guess I don't know if she's been banned before or what the story is. She makes music. Looks like she's available on Spotify and everything. Follow Lovely Peaches Music 100 on Instagram as of right now.
Lovely Peaches Music 100.
Which is wild because like we've seen so much of her naked on Instagram.
Dude,
how is that on there?
It's not good, too. She's like literally like holding people hostage with her asshole. At one point she's pulls her pants down, spreads her cheeks, bends over in Walmart. And by the way, do you want to describe her for the listeners?
She's kind of.
What do we got?
She's kind of a hefty lady.
We got like $2.60. What do you think?
What does that mean? Her weight?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how tall she is.
Anyway, she's a voluptuous woman, and
I wouldn't say voluptuous.
She's got her, and it's not good nudity. It's not like I'm cruising around being casual about being naked. She's like, yeah, you see me, motherfucker, and she pulls out her asshole. Like it's a fucking gun, and she's waving it around Walmart. People are like, at one point in the video, a lady goes, "Ma'am, I am at work."
What's funny is like she's always naked. She's just naked in public. People are just like, "What the fuck?" And like people invite her. She's famous for doing this now and promoting her music. And people just invite her to parties. And there's all these like young white girls who like worship her on TikTok and are like taking selfies and be like, "We love you."
Dude, well, I mean, firstly, would you not take a selfie with her if she was naked?
I probably wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I absolutely would. I would be this shit is crazy. Get your titties in frame.
If there was a naked person and they didn't seem violent, I probably might get a selfie with them.
That's what I'm saying, man. If they're fine, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, she does seem. That's why you say she's mentally ill. I don't think so. I think she's.
You think this
she's
is all
free.
part of the game plan?
She's free.
Freer than any of us.
She's. You know how I have more insecurities than you?
Yes.
You just let it fly sometimes.
Oh yeah.
She's even further along, and now you know how I feel.
I have very few insecurities, to be honest. I like solved one of my major insecurities recently
by going into a Walmart and showing your asshole to everyone.
I'm not insecure about my asshole. I was insecure about my hairy butt, but I got over it.
It's fun when you're like looking at porn when you're 16 and you're like, oh no, my dick is so small, and then you grow up and you're like, oh wait, my dick's normal. Like they just have monster dongs and like 4 feet tall ladies in porn.
How do you find out that your dick is normal? Is it by touching other people's dicks?
No, it was.
Oh yeah.
It was by a lot of women reassuring me.
Okay, and so you trust them.
Yeah, not anymore.
I've done the research, Mac.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What does the research say?
The research says that you have a normal penis, but I know for sure. You can never know for sure because you're trusting women who will lie to you to make you feel better. No one's going to tell you the truth in the midst of sex. Trust me, Mac. I've done it. Women hate it.
Being asking like for the truth, or
oh yeah, I've had someone be like, so how is it, as they're giving me a blowjob, and I was like, it's okay. And then well dude, here's the thing, we had all these conversations about how like we wanted to be brutally honest with each other and all this other stuff, and we had like been honest with each other in conversation, and then during sex she was like, be honest, and we were like joking, there was like an air of levity as we're hooking up. And she's sucking my dick, and she's like, how is it? Like, speaking while my dick's in her mouth, like, being funny. And I was like, it's okay. And she was like, wait, seriously, though? It's only okay? And I was like, yeah, it's only okay. You're not, like, doing a lot here. And she was like, oh. And then she was, like, legitimately bummed out. And then later and she was like, how can I do better? And I was like, I don't know. Do you watch other people give blowjobs? You ever watch a porn?
Did you put, I think that's on you. Do you put your hand on the back of her head?
And force her down?
That's your fault.
No. I don't do that unless they expressly ask me to.
So according to Wikipedia, the article is human penis size.
Mm-hmm.
Flaccid, is the average flaccid dick is 3.5 inches, which I do not hit that mark.
Really?
Dude, I got a tiny when I'm small, it's small. That's not 3.5 inches.
Huh.
Well, you just held up.
That was mine. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, you're a shower.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a very grower.
Very grower.
Very like extreme grower.
Your foreskin doesn't give you a little extra length.
It does
Can you
give
sneak
extra
in half an inch
Dude,
on the foreskin.
My foreskin does give me like another half inch, and it's still super tiny small.
Oh, it's so funny.
But erect, the average is 5.5 to 6.3.
There you go.
Which I'm barely coming in under the line at average.
Hell yeah,
but
dude.
The girth is 4.7 to 5.1 inches, where I'm above average girth. So
nice.
I'm not insecure anymore.
I love that now that you've literally done the math. Who was it that was like, put me out of my fucking misery and measure your dicks live on the podcast? Someone sent us that email that made me laugh harder than any email we've ever gotten.
Shout out to all our gay listeners who,
dude, our gay listeners are the best.
Constantly hound us for setting up a private Snapchat.
The best.
Your pressure only, it's getting to us.
One of our gay listeners sent me a bunch of cool underwear.
What?
Yeah.
Why you, not me?
Because they want to see me in the underwear.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll probably personally send them some photos in the underwear.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's fair. If someone sends you something.
Yeah, for sure. It's like cute. It was some company called Aussie Bum.
Oh, it was a company.
Yeah.
And
well, no, they sent me stuff from the company. The company didn't personally send me the stuff.
So do we endorse them? Should we?
Yeah, no, the underwear. Honestly, like I would never wear them normally because a lot of them are like assless.
I was gonna ask that.
Not all of them, but some of them are like assless. I was like, damn, dude, this guy's going hard in the paint. I am not bending over for this guy. But I will
How
wear
dare
the
you?
underwear.
He sent you assless underwear.
I don't show a hole.
And he sent you underwear.
I know, but I still don't show a hole. It's my rule.
Your one rule. What about feet?
You have to pay for the feet. Unless you want wild feet, like in a random photo.
But you couldn't show a hole if you wanted to because of all the hair.
No, I could spread. The hole is there. Also, I recently trimmed my butthole hair for quarantine.
Do you think you could easily, like, if you were fully hairy, you could like bend over and no one could see your asshole?
Yeah, probably. It's pretty hairy down there. It's a mess, dude. When I was a kid, I was really embarrassed because I don't know if anyone knows.
Because you're watching porn. You're like, wait a minute. How come all these guys don't have a hairy mess down there?
Dude, yeah, it was so bad. And then so I couldn't even grow a mustache until recently. I'm 33. I can barely grow a mustache and a goatee now. I can't grow a beard.
You went through second puberty,
Yeah,
which is
so
a real thing.
Just so everyone knows, I have no body hair from waist up. Like, I can't grow a beard. I'm like Nordic, straight up. It's just Viking Shayne. No hair, bare. And then from the waist down, it is
hairy as a bear.
Well, no, dude, my legs aren't that hairy. My thighs aren't that hairy. But from just like my merkin and my fucking ass, it looks like only my waistband tried to turn into a werewolf, and then the rest of me gave up. My ass is so hairy for no reason. It's so hairy that when I was in high school, I used to be embarrassed to moon people. Because my friends would call me out. They'd be like, "Oh, Shayne's hairy ass." I'd be like, no, it's my one thing I'm self-conscious about. I was almost more self-conscious about my hairy ass and the fact that I was missing several teeth my whole life.
That's really funny. I think I mooned people and they made fun of my hairy ass, but I'm like, I know it's not that hairy.
Oh, dude, I love that you just reassured yourself. Go off.
I've seen porn. I've seen guys hairy asses.
Well, dude, yeah. I mean, you watch gay porn and dudes are hairy because gay people.
No, gay guys. The gay porn I watch, they're smooth.
A lot of the gay
there's
porn
no hair anywhere.
I tried to watch as a kid was like hairy guy, non-hairy guy. I was doing one of each.
You tried to watch?
Dude, gay porn is bad. I am not into it.
It's too violent. We've talked about this.
It's not even too violent. Even the nice gay porn, I'm like, ugh, I'm just not into it.
It's not. It's too violent. There's no loving. There needs to be more snuggling, more canoodling, more flirtatious playing.
It's never that. It's always like, stepdad, I need $5. And he's like, okay, here you go. And then the $5 is wrapped around his dick and he's shoving it into his ass. You're like, why? Get the money out of there.
Men are here to do work.
Dude, we really are. We fucking put it in. It's fucking crazy.
Hey, if
I bet you Grindr's going off during the quarantine.
Yeah, I bet. Meet me like here. Meet me in between these alleys, like one building over.
Oh yeah, they're just full gear.
If you're not at work.
Dude, you know what I want to do? Make a little quarantine outfit, like a little like hazard suit for my dick, my hard dick, and then take a photo of just my hard dick wearing the suit and be like, who's trying to hit it?
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm glad you saw my vision. It'd be a pretty good photo though, right? Girls would be like, oh shit.
I was gonna put a call out to our gay listeners. If you have very sensual and loving gay porn.
Yeah, they probably have of themselves, maybe.
No, not of yourselves, but if of yourselves, okay.
I've never.
I want to see. I'm saying I want to see out in the wild on Pornhub, like normal, just like.
You want male porn from the female gaze.
Yes.
That's an interesting concept, actually.
Did I tell you my idea for a porn I want to do?
No.
It's female doggy style POV. So it's just the wall moving forward and backwards for like 30 minutes. You don't see anything. You just hear a bunch of huffing.
If I did that, it would just be bent over the sink looking at the wall of Chipotle, just like in the bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last place I did it doggy style.
What? Not the last time you just had sex in your bed?
No, it wasn't in my bed. I think the last time I had sex doggy style was not here.
But I mean, in bed, when you don't throw a doggy style in there every time?
Oh no, not every time.
Not every time.
No. Though doggy style is my favorite if you just got to be quick. Like if you're all like getting ready to go somewhere and you're like, oh shit, we have like 5, and you're like, hey, we should fuck. And they're like, but we have 5 minutes to make the train, and you're like, I'll make it happen.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Pants to the thighs, bent over, whatever.
Now's the time, a good time to fuck on the subway.
True.
No one's on there.
If you have a subway thing, this is the time. Dude, I've seen so many people fucking on the subway.
Oh, really?
Not even in gross ways. Just like kind of like where you're like, what is going on here? Where they're like kind of being real discreet, but you're like, she's sitting in his lap. There's hardly anyone on at night, and you're like,
yeah, be real discreet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's clear that something's going on, but you can't confirm if they're fucking or not because she's like wearing a skirt or whatever. I mean, yes, I've seen like that video of those people after the Yankees game where they are full on banging. I've seen that, but I've also seen a lot of people where I'm like, you're not necessarily being gross right now, but you're up to shit. And this is clearly like your thing.
How many people do you think are going to die because people can't stop fucking during the quarantine?
Dude, I don't know. Quite a few.
Do you think they'll be able to trace it back?
To patient zero?
No, I mean, just be like, some girl just will be like on Facebook, like, oh, my grandma died. And you'll be like, oh, I had corona. And then, was it me?
Oh!
We hooked up during quarantine, and now our grandma's dead.
Fuck. Fuck, dude.
That's going to be going through all our minds. Not me, because I respect quarantine.
Oh, yeah? That's why you're not having sex?
I've been quarantined for the past year. Get on my levels. I'm going to come out of this guilt-free.
I heard you can get corona from eating ass.
I heard you could get corona from just breathing around someone.
You could breathe if they're spraying particles into the air, yes. But if they're like not coughing and they're just breathing, then no.
So if someone farts near you,
it's wet particles.
So if someone farts near you, you could get corona.
Yes.
So
yes, actually. Holy shit, that's gross.
So I'm not. You keep your mic.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, because I don't want your fart mic.
No, your fart
Mac
mic.
is the one farting into the microphone, ladies.
I've never.
And some enterprising dudes.
I don't exude my bodily functions on the podcast.
You do.
You got to pay extra for those.
Oh my god, I love how Mac tries to pretend he doesn't fart.
Yeah, I'm like a lady. I hide that shit like a respectable adult. Although it is cool when you're in a relationship and like after I'd say about a week of living together, you're just shitting with the door open.
Nope.
No, you don't do that?
Nope. I don't fart in front of whoever I date.
No?
Ever.
Why?
Because I just don't want to. Because I want to fuck them.
I
want to like make an effort. When I'm dating someone, I work out harder than when I'm single. I want them to be like, holy shit, he's like really trying.
Same, and I work out harder at making them laugh, and I definitely Dutch oven people during sex.
No, dude, fuck, that's so gross. I hate that. I'll burp, like, yeah, but like to fart and stuff and to like shit in front of them, I'm not down with that.
No,
like,
you're not.
I want to like try to maintain like some mystery. And I get that there are people who are like, that's not their style, but it is not my style. I'm not down.
No, you got to be, I like where you are too comfortable with each other.
No.
That's a real relationship.
I like being so comfortable that if I farted in front of someone, it wouldn't be a big deal, but they know that I want them to desire me enough that I'm trying to make an effort to maintain some kind of sexuality.
So are you telling our listeners that you are not trying to maintain an effort for them because you're farting on the mic?
Yeah, I'm not trying to fuck any of our listeners.
Well, I am, which is why I don't burp into the mic.
Also, like if I'm your friend, I'll fart around you. If you're a girl, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, see, I like to date my friends, my lady friends,
God.
And so have a good time.
It's
Try and make them laugh. No, it's not.
Well, I mean, listen. Your way is valid. It's totally valid. Fart in front of girls and people you want to date if you want. I'm just not down.
I do not.
Meanwhile, you're like, oh, I don't want to fuck her in the ass when it's the funniest way to fuck someone.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will fuck someone in the ass for a bit.
Okay.
Like,
see?
Am I gonna do it?
Dude, the first time I ever had sex with a girl, butt sex, it was on accident.
Okay, that happens sometimes.
Dude, and I just started doing it, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you liked this," and she was into it already. She knew, she knew, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
But did you guys laugh?
Yeah, we laughed about it.
All right.
She was like, "You're so dumb," and I was like, "I'm 16. I don't know any better." She was like 25.
Oh, wow.
Dude, yeah, of course. Women are up to shit, dude.
Good for her.
So, dude, how many stories do you know of like older women fucking younger guys and just like no one ever said or did anything about it?
Not too many.
Yeah, I guess you're Mormon, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I knew it was like wildly common growing up. All of my friends were like, dude, this older girl. And it was like, just like something I guess female culture like doesn't talk about or whatever.
I grew up more in the city, so the town news didn't get around as much.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're like
There are more options for women in the city, is what I'm saying too.
True. In
They
small
don't
towns,
have to fuck teenagers.
You think that's what it was?
It was a small pond.
I mean, and then you're always doing like, because you live in where I lived was like a small town, but then there's like other small towns like 80 miles away in every direction. And so we would always be like intermingling with those towns weirdly, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't uncommon to date someone who lived an hour and a half away, and then you like met up all the time.
I mean, that's what you're doing now, but just in New York.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just an hour by subway.
yeah, but I'm talking about like just legit for real distance, you know?
No, yeah, that's...
We're talking about an hour and a half away at 90 miles an hour.
Time is time. It doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm just saying distance is significant.
What's the longest you would travel? What's the longest amount of time you would travel?
I thought about dating someone in LA while I was living here.
So you just fly out once a month?
I was thinking, yeah, once every other month, and they would fly every other month. We would see each other for like 4 days or a week or however long.
That's nice.
That would have been nice, yeah.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. Well, not during Corona.
Now you got a date within your own building.
And that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was like this time last year. Or was it? No, it was longer. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
How does it feel to be like me, just alone and not...
I'm back to basics, you know?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is I feel like the virus has made me 14 again.
Oh, yeah?
I have all my friends are only online now.
Yeah.
I'm very lonely. I'm very horny. I'm locked away, hiding.
I'm still here.
I've got a lot of time to think, and for some reason, my stepdad is on my mind a lot. You know,
you're ready for him to burst in the door any second.
Avoiding school, no job.
Yeah, that is
like,
the best part,
dude. It just straight up, it feels like the summer I was 14, man.
How wild is it that people are like complaining, like during this?
Dude, well, I mean, listen, if you're complaining about like how it's affected you financially and socially, I get it. But to complain about like, what do I do with my time? I don't know. Fucking, you're the worst person.
Read a book.
You have the internet.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. I don't want to play video games. It's like, okay, well, there's a million other things you could do. Well, write a book. Read a book. Get an audiobook. Listen to this podcast.
Re-listen to the podcast.
Dude, I don't know. There's so many things to do. Eat. Work out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking stretch. Learn how to do yo-yo.
Complain about real shit, like people dying.
Dude, prepare to write a book about killing politicians.
Prepare for the apocalypse.
There you go. Clean
so
your guns.
What happens? What is your improvised weapon you're gonna make when the
Sock
power?
full of batteries.
Sock full of batteries?
No, that's the one I was like using online the other day. I made a video and I hit myself with it, and I was like, "Ow!" I didn't like it.
It's a good weapon.
I think I think baseball bat with well, we don't have a wooden baseball bat to drive nails and things through. That's a good one.
Is it good?
One annihilates.
Doesn't the nails get stuck in people like in a skull?
But if you have the leverage on a baseball bat to pull it out.
That is true.
If you stab someone, and I've seen it happen in real life, not to get too crazy on everyone, but if you stab someone with like a regular knife, like a kitchen knife, sometimes you can't get it back out.
If it gets in the bone?
Well, if it just gets into someone, it's hard to pull a knife out of someone. It really is. So
wild.
Yeah, so I've seen someone stab someone and then go to stab them again, and they couldn't because they had stabbed them, and then they got stabbed.
Everyone has a plan until their knife gets stuck.
Yeah, everyone has a plan to at least get their knife stuck in your bicep.
In the bicep.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you think you just flexed and held it in there?
I have no idea.
You know, like when a mosquito bites you and you flex your muscles and it can't like release?
No, what the fuck?
So when a mosquito bites you, you can sometimes flex and like your skin or like your muscles will tighten and it can't release. And so I think if it hits like a blood vessel, it'll just keep sucking and sucking until it explodes.
You have the Zika virus
because of my big head.
Yeah,
I was like one of the first cases in the 80s,
just covered in mosquitoes.
No,
dude.
wait, Zika makes your head smaller.
No, but you didn't have it as a baby. You have it as an adult now.
I have the Akiza virus.
I don't know what you got going on, man. All right, hey everyone. I don't have any shows. What? That sucks. I know, right? The global pandemic destroyed my career. I have no money and no shows. So all of my shows got canceled. which sucks because it was the first time in my life I was doing well. My shows were selling out. I was like, damn, this is...
Yeah, you sold out. They added an extra show.
I was like, damn, I'm selling out shows left and right. My agent called me and was like, we got to get you doing clubs in Florida, Arizona, Denver. I was like, yeah, baby, my career, I'm going to make the most money I've ever made this year. I'm going to reach all these people. I'm writing my new hour. Here comes Netflix.
That's everyone, though. We were all riding the economy high.
Dude.
We flew too close to the sun, and God is punishing us.
Legitimately, my career is just like, I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
I hope that I can still do. I hope that people want to book me after this. I have no idea.
Pray you're still relevant in 6 months.
Fuck, for real. Not even joking. So anyway,
now you know the fear of everyone going on Instagram Live.
I know. Well, the thing is, I don't like. Here's my thing. Back to the point. I always talk shit on comedians go on Instagram Live. It's not that they're going on Instagram Live. Everyone should do what they want to do and have fun and be happy and talk to people. I don't like when comedians on Instagram Live and they're like, my PayPal link is here. It's like, okay, to give us anything. What are you doing? Are you begging, or are you like, give me something for my money? That being said, I'll be on Twitch begging for your money.
The real begging platform.
Yeah, the real begging platform. But at least I'll be like talking to you and playing games, and it's like a thing. So anyway, I love you guys. I don't have any gigs. I'm so sorry to everyone who was coming to my shows that they got canceled. I have no idea what's still going on with the shows later in the summer or the spring. I truly don't know. But I do know that before everything got canceled, I was coming to Florida, Arizona, Colorado, Texas. So hopefully that shit happens at some point.
Yeah, and go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. You can continue to email us, and I will email you back. I'm doing no excuses. I got all the time this week now that I don't have to go to work.
Dude, oh man, I wonder how long we have till we're on the podcast. Like, hey, we're getting evicted. Like,
yeah, that's when we start the Patreon.
Yeah. So keep a lookout for that, everyone. We fucking love you. Twitch.com/Shaydozer is genuinely the only thing I got going on besides this podcast. What, you have anything to add?
I had something, but I forgot.
It's cool. We'll record more. Love you guys. Fucking yeehaw.
Oh, yeah. Wash your hands, wash your dick, wash your pussies. Yeehaw.